Thank you again for choosing Trap Cadillac Chevrolet.
Trap Cadillac Chevrolet has been serving South Louisiana for over 50 years. That's right, 50 years. No matter how much trap has grown, you can count on hometown feel, friendly service every time you stop it. Our unmatched service and diverse Chevrolet, Cadillac, and pre-owned inventory has set us apart as the preferred car dealer in South Louisiana. We're also known for our outstanding auto repair service, changing your oil quickly and easy financing.
We promise to always give the most in your auto buying experience here at Trap Cadillac Chevrolet in Houma.
Hello and welcome back to this edition of Bayou Time. I'm your host, Keith Weissite, licensed clinical social worker with Terrebonne Home Care. Very glad you're joining us. However you may be joining us, we appreciate it. And one of the things I got to tell you as a social worker, nothing gets me more excited than people that spend their time serving others. This is a little shot of the people that do that. Very glad to have with us Andrew Metcalfe, the program manager with Samaritan's Purse. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here.
We appreciate it. So let's talk a little bit about the organization and what you guys do.
Absolutely. So Samaritan's Purse is a Christian international relief organization that works around the world. But here in the U.S. specifically, we have a branch of the ministry that does disaster relief all over the country. So when there's a hurricane, tornado, flood, fire, we respond quickly with volunteers to help out those communities in need.
And you guys certainly are that. I can tell you, just being one of those people that are driving around, get to see the vehicles, if you will, and the people. That's a great shot of you guys, of course, partnering with Life Church and being able to kind of work through and with them. And covering houses and putting tarps up is one of the big things that y'all have been doing, right?
I think that's one of the biggest needs that we've had. We've had a volume of requests where the need for tarp will have exceeded over 150 work requests as of this afternoon.
Wow.
And many of those tarps were tarps that were needed because of Hurricane Francine. Many more of them were because people are still recovering from Hurricane Ida, and the solutions that they've had to keep their house dry blew off in Hurricane Francine.
Yeah, and it's just one of those things where you see the need, and again, echoing the importance of the prayerful ministry, the Christian ministry that you have of being a good Samaritan, if you will, and being given donations. I see some people that I know there. Just wonderful, the help that's being provided.
Yes, absolutely. We love our volunteers. We have volunteers that come from all over the country, as well as right here in Houma, to be able to help people get their roofs tarped or help them get water damaged materials out of their house after it may have flooded, or get those trees cut up and brought to the road to get picked up by the parish.
Yeah, and so it's great. We're going to put up that flyer, guys, just to let people know. A lot of downed trees. We saw that. A lot of homes that have problems. But again, the Samaritan's Purse, their international relief, this is what they have available. You can call 1-833-747-1234. You can speak with a Samaritan's Purse representative. It's free assistance. And they're helping homeowners in our area affected by Hurricane Francine. If you're wondering some of the things that they will do and can do, they can do removal of personal property and furniture, flood cleanup, sanitizing with shockwave treatment, chainsaw work, and temporary roof tarping. And so if you want to do that in our local area, you can call locally. If volunteers want to come and help, they can do that at 985-790-4503. They have a representative here that will be able to do that if you're interested in helping other people. Or if you want, you can just come to Life Church, 2324 Coteau Road at 7:30 a.m. or 12:30 p.m. Monday through Saturday for volunteer orientation before you get to head out on a work team to serve the community. And so if you'd like more information about that while you're listening to this, since most people have electricity and the internet, again, you can go to SamaritansPurse.org. And so, Andrew, it's just one of those things where you guys see the need, it's emergent, and you get a group down to come down to organize, helping yourselves as volunteers as them and them as volunteers.
Yeah, absolutely. So my coworker and I stayed in Lake Charles the night before the storm, and as we watched it roll in, we were focusing on what areas were getting hit. Next morning, Thursday morning, we drove from Lake Charles and started out in Morgan City and worked our way across South Louisiana to identify those needs. We saw that hundreds of homeowners in this area, Houma, Terrebonne Parish, St. Mary's Parish, Lafourche Parish, all were going to be in desperate need of help. And so we had equipment rolling right then so that they could get here as quick as possible. A call for volunteers went out. Volunteers responded immediately to go and help get those immediate needs done, especially with tarps as a priority so that we can get people through as few rainstorms as possible before they have a dry roof again.
Yeah. Well, and again, it's not just roofs. I mean, we see people using kind of wood to kind of help cover
Absolutely.
some spots. That's just really neat to be able to see. And again, just great work that's being done. People very often ask me why it is that I do home health and hospice. Well, it's because I believe that's God's work.
Yeah.
And clearly, that's the mission of Samaritan's Purse.
Absolutely. We want to let people know that in the moment where everything seems like it's out of control, that there is a God that loves them, that there are people that love them, his church loves them, and we want to lend them a helping hand. And not just by saying, I hope that you do better and I hope that you recover from this, but we want to be an active and engaged part of that recovery.
Yeah, and so, so again, another one of those things where, we can see people in need and we can pray for them, or we can see people in need, pray with them, and help them.
Absolutely. Every time a team will come to a home, we begin each session in prayer with our homeowner, just to give them an opportunity, not only for prayer, but to talk about what is that they went through and what it is that they have been enduring outside of that. We have chaplains that are trained in crisis situations to be able to come in and minister as well.
Well, quite frankly, the Great Commission is that we share the Word of God, and sharing the Word of God means that we share His help, His helping hand. You're an extension of the helping hand of the Lord, which is just a beautiful thing. So I am very, very thankful for you guys being in our area. Very thankful. And again, the local number, 790-4503, to go and help donate. Or if you're needing help, you can call 1-833-747-1234. Or as Andrew mentioned, go to the SamaritansPurse.org. Thank you for what you do. Thank you for the blessing to our community. And we want you to keep doing what you're doing.
Thank you for having us and welcoming us.
Thank you very much. All right, guys, that'll do it for this particular segment and this Bayou Time. But don't go anywhere. A lot more right here on HTV.
Social media segment is brought to you by Terrebonne General Health System. Your health is our legacy. Rouse's, you're either local or you're not. Buick, the craft of modern luxury. St. Martin and Bork, know your rights.